This is an update in technical analysis from PRTA Corporation, a company in the healthcare sector and biotechnology. Here off the daily info, and I'd mentioned it as an objective short trade entry. January 4th, 2023, right at the beginning of the year, trading spot price 53.40. We put in that sell signal, nice sell signal. We had multiple near-term intervals with some pretty bearish continuation patterns. Put in that nice steep divergent high, negative and bearish divergences on all three indicators. Testing that zero line with the oscillator histogram rolling right over, and this was the end result where we just really grinded around for months on end here, trading at 53.40 spot price, and that was good for a 5% drop there, and we are at some pretty technical key situation right up in this range where we have pretty much a neckline, a minor uptrend line here off the October reactionary lows, and we are just grinding. We have been grinding around ever since. Put in that sell signal. We came out and back tested this 50-day moving average 3 times, put in a nice clean triple top off that 50-day moving average, even started back testing the 50 exponential moving average up above here, and we have been just rejected pretty heavily since. Just grinding around in this near-term downtrend. Really, what's even more significant, we'll zoom out here on the 3-day interval, where I see that head and shoulder top a little bit more cleanly, where you have your double left shoulder followed by your head, and again double right shoulder here, and we are in some pivotal inflection point with that 3-day 50 exponential moving average hovering right beneath it, coinciding with the daily primary neckline trend line there. So, and it looks like we're starting to snap it now. We do have earnings on Thursday. I'm actually going to close this short trade position. Great for a 5% drop. Going to close it out before earnings drops on Thursday. Anything could happen as far as any shots to the upside, but I really am still liking it. If if you have any free play on it, or even taking a smaller position size, because a biotech stock will move pretty rapidly. I'll be gone for the next 40 days. I'll be gone for about a month and a half. I'll be coming back around April. I'll be away from the trading desk for quite some time. But these are some mean, steep, big divergences on all three indicators here, with the oscillator histogram starting to roll right over. I mean, just talk about a great inflection point, and the larger these consolidation periods last, the bigger the blast, heating up like a very hot boiled kettle pot. It will start to blast to the upside or downside in each direction with hardly any volume profile thin zone below here. So very interesting stuff. But then I actually announced Tuesday that their PRX 005, the best in class anti-tau antibody treatment, which targets the area within confines of the microtubule binding region, a treatment for the Alzheimer's disease, and it was actually had some pretty nice results for their phase 1 data, and that'll be available for the future medical meeting towards the end of the year. And they have several interesting drug candidates for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all kinds of other rare diseases, and they're just one of those fascinating companies with huge long-term potential that I love following over time, and just a near-term current $3 billion valuation is questionable. Half of its staff was entirely let go after a phase 3 catastrophe that they had about a few months back, developing drugs, and this sort of treatment is really costly and fraught with risks. And they had ended one of the phase 3 trials that they had for, I believe it was Neo 001, D 001. Anything's possible. We'll see what happens in the earnings take, and again, take some of that profit off the table, and we'll see where the next underlying move will be going. But unfortunately, I'll be gone for that next move. And here are some key levels. I've added that new 45.20 price support in case anyone's going to still remain risky inside this trade. Maybe even a potential back test of that 54.51 around this range, coinciding with the 50-day moving average, would actually result in an additional objective short trade entry.